Hi, my name is Tito, Cephesus Certified Master Technician, and today we are going to remove the drain manifold on this Pitco fryer. All right, so removing this drain manifold here can be a little tricky. Some technicians will want to loosen these bolts right over here. You have two more on that side, and then they will try to kind of move it around or finagle it in any way they can to try to pull this out somehow, which isn't really going to work. Best thing to do is, depending on the section you want to get to, for instance, I'm going to try to get into this section here. You're going to want to loosen these bolts. Keeping in mind, sometimes these will be very hard depending on how much grease buildup there is on this. And then you have a union right here that is threading on to this piece and is also compressing onto this piece here. If we go ahead and get that loosened, we can remove that piece, and you can see how it compresses on right here with these slots and basically a large ferrule. And then we can loosen this sleeve right over here. All right, so at this point we can go ahead and loosen this screw here, which will in turn loosen this sleeve and gasket. And that will allow us to play with that and give some play so that we can move it back and forth. At this point, we're just trying to work out any kind of grease or buildup that's been sitting in there getting hard to loosen up these pieces. And now at this point, if I go ahead and loosen this side, now at that point we can remove one section. And then we have freed up the other sections so that we can remove them as needed. And then again, this one has your compression fitting, so we've already loosened this piece off. We can just go ahead and work any kind of grease off of there by moving it back and forth. If needed, you can apply heat, but you really shouldn't need that. And then you can even loosen these screws and get this portion pulled out as well. Before reassembling any of the drain manifold, make sure that you take a look at the gaskets, look for any kind of cracks or anything that could possibly allow this to leak any grease. If you do see any cracks or any damage, any brittle sections of the gasket, make sure to replace it. And then you can go ahead and reassemble in the reverse order of what we just did right now.